Just a few hours, closing arguments will begin in the Waukesha parade trial. 40-year-old Darrell Brooks is accused of plowing his SUV into the parade route, killing 6 people and injuring many more. And Brooks claims there may have been a defect with the vehicle that caused him to lose control. Brooks, he's got no legal background, but he's been representing himself in this trial. Since his trial began, he's exhibited what is described as erratic behavior like that. He was blocking himself from view, and this was after he had to be removed from the courtroom and put in another courtroom because of his outbursts. A recess had to be called. And on Monday, again, he was kicked out of the courtroom a second time following another outburst. Have a listen.
As it relates to the jury instructions, sir, what are your...
I heard what the hell you said, man.
Well, Mr. Brooks, that was very disrespectful.
Yeah, and I've been getting disrespected since the beginning of this whole process. So welcome to the club.
We're going to bring in Julius Kim now, a criminal defense attorney in Wisconsin. He knows the prosecutor and the judge. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
I have never seen anything like that in a courtroom. A man representing himself, yelling at the judge, taking his shirt off, cursing at the judge. What do you make of this? Because this person has been judged to be competent to represent himself, but what he's doing, his behavior, is anything but.
Yeah, I agree. This behavior is not exactly what we want to see in a courtroom. But we have to also remember that even though he's been deemed competent to stand trial and also represent himself, what's clear is that he does suffer from mental health issues, not to the extent where the judge felt that it imposed on his ability to be competent to represent himself, but clearly, from what we're seeing, it hasn't been helping him either. And I think some of these mental health issues, some of these personality disorders that the judge alluded to early on in the case are kind of acting out right now or starting to manifest itself within the court trial at this point in time.
There's kind of an extensive checklist of things that a judge has to go through if someone is going to represent themselves at trial, and he's been through them. But could there still be an appeal in this situation? Ineffective counsel, despite the fact that he's his own counsel and fired his previous attorney? Like, where do we go from here? Because this clearly is not the way the justice is supposed to be carried out, but is also the way that the law kind of says you have to do things.
Right. You know, assuming that there's conviction here, and I think that there's probably a good chance of that happening, he can't appeal based upon ineffective assistance of counsel. But one thing that I think that the Court of Appeals is going to take a hard look at is whether that initial determination that Mr. Brooks was competent to represent himself was a sound and a good decision and based upon good law and good judgment. At the time that Judge Darrell made the decision that he was competent to represent himself, she didn't actually have a special evaluation of Mr. Brooks for that specific issue. She relied on anecdotal evidence from his previous attorneys and from some previous mental health evaluations for a separate issue. Things can change with regard to mental health and one's stability and competency. So I think that that's going to be something that the Court of Appeals is going to look at, especially because we're seeing such erratic behavior from Mr. Brooks in court.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.